keep forgetting I have the nice my text on the bottom. Lovely. Looks like I could see that actually, but I can't see. It doesn't actually connect to this. Okay, fine. Makes no sense. But we should be good.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Shit!
We can open...
Oh, he's actually using the good pistol.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but afterwards say...
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're fucking terrorists. Use with SAD or the arrow keys there to do that. Apologies, I did it very quickly. You press space.
Hostiles detected. Fire power.
You can make quick split-second decisions using the using Q and E. There's a reason why I use them.
Get over here!
Singularity rocks. Ooh, I think I headshot one of them. Lovely. That one.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Okay, it's a door. What we're gonna do to this door? We're gonna punch the door.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the Elusive Man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Yep. And we're gonna get a whole bunch of 2 lifetime jokes.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when the slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many
Actually, I
people
did
as
it pretty
could.
casually because I
Caden
needed
gave his
Ashley.
life
But
for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren.
Humanity was offered a spot on the Council. I recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes.
I suppose you're right.
alright.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Armor Looker, casual appearance, just real quick. I'm gonna hop it over to that. We actually have quite a bit of options. I have access to the Cerberus Assault Armor, which I'm not going to use because it's useless. The Collector Chitin Armor, Blood Dragon Armor, Terminus Armor, and Inferno Armor. They're all useless. Helmets, on the other hand, oh yeah. Sentry Interface increases shield strength. Umbra Visor increases power damage. Recon Hood increases weapon damage. Capacitor Helmet reduces delay of shields. Archon Visor reduces recharge time of your powers. And Kestrel Helmet. I'll be using the Archon Visor mostly, probably, because it's the most efficient. But it does look dumb, so I'll be using the Sentry Interface. And of course, I have access to the Kestrel Torso, which more or less completely outclass the standard by quite a bit, I think, anyway. Actually, we'll go with the N7 Gauntlets, because it'll increase my hit points a little bit. And the N7 Greaves. Shield Strength. Same thing. Also, the armor doesn't look bad by any means. It's not the best armor. There's actually some armor that I prefer. Also, I prefer the really... I don't really... I kind of like the darker. But I'm going to go with... Let's go with a color that's similar to the channel. So a purple. That's lovely. We'll go with a second tint of blue. So it's blue and purple. And we will have a... You know, we'll have the full camo pattern style. We'll have it be the same kind of color, but there's a slight difference, which is lovely. So this is what we're going to be wearing most of the time, and I love it. Fun fact, actually, about Mass Effect 2. It was the first game I actually streamed on Twitch. A long time ago.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you
There we
and
go.
I
Just
know.
putting that up there, just so people randomly go.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why
I
they
see.
suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like
We're
Cerberus.
committed.
Oh.
If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will
If
be
this
left.
is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. Their rebuilding still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
And in some cases, likely more true.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Level 3! Investigate colony. Journal. Mark all the red. Level up. Import bonuses for importing a level 49 character from Mass Effect 2. I get started level 2, I get 20,000 credits, and I start with a whole bunch of that. Import bonuses. I get an additional 10,000 bonus credits for importing a Mass Effect 1 character. Long service history. Because I've beaten Mass Effect 2, I get extra experience on missions. I get 200,000 credits and a whole bunch more of other stuff. I get the grenade launcher, and we got other stuff. And down we go. This game is a lot more mission-based than Mass Effect 1 was, and I kind of prefer it.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
Just keep your eyes open. We're looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it and get some payback.
New weapons. Oh, he has the plasma shotgun. Oh, if I find a weapon locker. Oh my lord. Okay, Miranda's going to get 1 point in Cerberus Officer, and 1 point in actually Overload better in this circumstance. Jacob will also get 1 point in Cerberus Operative. Codex.
The Asari.
I'm going to skip over ones we've already done before.
Years ago, the Turians were 50,000. In the Elcor, the Geth, the Hanna, the Driven, the Volus are a myth common to several cultures in the galaxy. Reapers were imagined to be space monsters who consumed entire stars. Archaeologists and mythologists attempting to uncover sources for such myths have yielded little, except interstellar religious themes of all-consuming devils common to primitive cultures.
Yep.
The Citadel is an
Citadel, Spectres. We've already done those.
Immediately following the First Contact War, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. Derided as survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the manifesto and its anonymous author soon fell off the media radar. But in 2165, terrorists stole antimatter from the SSV Geneva. The sole figure arrested named his sponsor Cerberus. Throughout the 2160s and 2170s, alleged Cerberus agents assassinated politicians, sabotaged starships bearing Ezo, and conducted nightmarish experiments on aliens and humans. Denounced as human supremacist, Cerberus calls itself human survivalist. Counter-terror experts speculate Cerberus may have changed leadership with its recent shift to stockpiling ships, agents, and weapons. Whether he, she, or they, the elusive man hides his finances hidden behind shell companies. Few doubt he will kill anyone attempting to expose him. The reclusive tycoon calling himself the elusive man is a human nationalist focused on advancing human interests, whatever the cost to non-humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic, posing a serious threat to galactic security. A mysterious maverick, to say the least, the elusive man heads the Cerberus network. Dubbed the Elusive Empire by investigators, Cerberus is an allegedly untraceable syndicate of private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, engineering and scientific research teams, and lucrative front companies. Branded a terrorist and seditionist organization by authorities, Cerberus is the only human power base other than the Terra Firma Party, strong enough to embarrass, if not threaten, the Council and its human representatives.
Yep.
Freedom's Progress colony was once a typical Alliance settlement, but following complete communications blackout and its apparent destruction, is now a lightning rod for anxiety and dread in the galactic human community. The communications blackout followed an upgrade of the colony's small military force, supplemented by mechs and security drones, with high-powered, tower-mounted Guardian lasers. Colonists complained about construction cost overruns, delays, noise, and damage to the local environment. They also feared the defense array could be seen as provocative to their world's neighbors. Such fears may not have been baseless. Authorities have still offered no explanation for the communications blackout, fueling rumors of plagues, natural disasters, or a cult-inspired mass suicide. Located in strategically insignificant space, Freedom's Progress colony had once offered residents spectacular rainbows, lush marshlands, and stunning mountain ranges. Its potential as an agricultural settlement and tourism wonderland rivaled that of any Alliance colony.
Lovely.
The system's
And this is
Alliance
just simply
space
information
vehicle
about the
Is
Normandy.
a prototype starship created as a joint human and Turian venture. Biotics is the ability...
Biotics, Element Zero,
Ele-
Aspect Fields.
Mass Omni-tool, mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering Metagel.
And Metagel. Everything else can be marked as view. Lovely. Okay. I don't know if there's a weapons locker on this world. There might be, but I don't think so. Also, we also have an SMG.
Looks like everyone just got it.
Yeah, it looks like there isn't a. Well, there might be one later, but
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
each squad mate will have a weapon that's good against armor and a weapon that's good against shields and barriers.
Security systems were disabled at the
On it.
Watch out! Shoot them before they take out the shield. Tracking line hit.
Got it.
I may just turn off insanity because I'm going to get probably pretty tired of these.
Tracking line hit.
Not because it's hard, it's just going to get really annoying.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile.
I'm going to say it's going to get really annoying, so I am going to actually put it onto insanity rather than insanity onto hardcore. I'll do an insanity run at some point, but really it just kind of feels annoying.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
There's a wall safe. We are rich, by the way, so I don't really need any money. Well, I'll need some later when I decide. Go. Or should I decide?
They see you, Shepard.
Impact event. Impact event.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
Maybe you should ask.
Don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here.
Maybe I'll do
looking
Mass Effect
for a
3 on
young
Insanity.
Quarian named Vitor.
I'll do that.
He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who
Agreed.
later.
We work
Make sure to keep in
Will
radio
do.
contact.
Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back. Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Security drones! Don't worry, rocket drones are nowhere near as deadly. As they...
There's overload on them. Targeting.
Fun fact, Singularity will actually still work against them. They will just simply not be picked up. They will take some damage.
Rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen.
Ugh.
They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Oh, there. And if you press map during mission, it will point towards the objective.
One last. Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad
True.
into cover, and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
You can break Q and E to, well, send your henchmen. Well, to point. Similar to how in Mass Effect 1, you could basically, if you did the, you brought up the menu, you could tell them to use specific things. And ouch!
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Hi, an
This
assault
is
rifle I'll
gonna be
never
one
use.
tough son of a bitch to take down.
Hi, shotgun he doesn't have.
Overlord, you take out their shields.
It's actually fairly easy to take down its shields. Actually, Muse now because he's using. Thanks to warp ammo, I can now make my things more effective against heavy armor. I would use the pistol, but the pistol is a piece of shit.
Understood. Taking the hit.
Right. I've got him. Oh my.
Clear the blast zone.
There we go. Lovely. That's how you take it down.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay.
This is valuable.
Heavy weapon ammo. Sadly, I won't be able to use any research data because I'm not going to be getting more
Monsters coming back.
the scientist
Max will
and
protect
access to it
Safe from
later.
swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
This is going to teach you about the interrupt system.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Max.
Whenever you see something in the corner, it's right mouse button is Paragon action, left mouse button is a Renegade action. They will also be put onto different sides of the screen to make it even easier.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
I thought the collectors kept to themselves.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seekers swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omni
Tali
tool
is the
data
best
and take him
fucking
to the
character,
flotilla.
so I will always
Understood,
agree with her.
Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Do you ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Miranda and Jacob aren't enough? How many do you need to keep me in check?
I've made it clear to Miranda and Jacob that you're in charge. You decide who joins your squad. Everyone else on this list was chosen specifically for this mission. They're the best.
I'll do the best I can with what you've given me.
I'm sure you will. Before you go, 2 things. First, head to Omega and find Mort. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good.
I
What
found
else?
a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
It's not Mass Effect without a ship. Hello
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
to our new
Guess
vessel.
we'll have to give her a name.
Yep, and she'll need a name. What is it? Well, none other than the Normandy SR2. The other baby of the Lazarus Project. Gotta level up, and machine ammo, and gotta go with good stuff. Now, there's a few things that I have that we should go over because there's one thing in the things that I was not expecting to have, and I found it, and I think it's rather amusing. I'd never used it before, so we'll go over it after.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Having an AI in charge of the Normandy system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, Cerberus has severely restricted my capabilities. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
So, really cool, Navi. Okay.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map, private terminal, armory, elevator, captain's quarters, the tech lab. Pretty basic stuff. We'll go over about all of it. And we have a whole bunch of journal entries. Okay. Just like before, talk to Joker after every mission.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so.
I died.
Yeah, you were so down.
Yep. And yes, he can fly without the thing on. The shutter is basically for basically dog fighting.
Two, clear.
And he will randomly make some things. Lovely. Oh my lord, we have so much stuff. Load that up. Okay, that's not important. This is what's important. Normandy SR2.
With elaborate secrecy, Cerberus labored for years to build a new, superior Normandy. The vehicle's many alterations produced a craft nearly double the original size, requiring an even larger Tantalus drive core to compensate. The new Normandy features greater space in living quarters, research laboratory, observation deck, and cargo bay. Its shuttle can make landings the Normandy cannot attempt. In addition to tight beam communicators, Normandy's Quantum Entanglement Communicator, QEC, provides instantaneous contact with the elusive man. The Enhanced Defense Intelligence AI coordinates many of the ship's combat functions, assisting and even supplanting human piloting. Potential upgrades are numerous. The airframe could support additional armor and an axial mass accelerator. The thrusters could support recent advances in fuel technology beyond H2O2 chemical rockets. And the hull can mount double the standard number of kinetic barrier projectors, leaving space for stronger shields, easily sustainable via the new EZO drive core.
Yep.
Living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious Collectors species is glimpsed so rarely as to be taken for a myth by most in galactic society. In reality, Collectors are human-sized insectoid bipeds and can resemble massive winged beetles. They are a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands.
Ouch.
Collectors generate permanent stasis fields around themselves, creating nightmarish red-shifted energy fields. In battle, they hold position whenever possible, relying on their aggressive biotics and nearly limitless power. Several types of bipedal collectors have been identified, including minions, defenders, zealots, assassins, and artillery operators. Acting together, collectors have imprisoned entire cities in stasis. While no definite forensic accounting exists to explain the fate of those imprisoned, Leading speculation is that victims are harvested for scientific experimentation and neurobiological repurposing.
Oh, lovely. Journal. We have Sub the Collectors, the Master Thief, and the Veteran are DLC. The Veteran, which is Zaid Masani, is a free DLC that you can literally download so long as you basically bought the game. The Steam version does not have access to all of the DLC. I think you get the Zaid for free and a few of the other ones, but you don't get a lot of the DLC. So if you want all the DLC, sadly, you're going to have to go get Origin, or have the Xbox 360 version, or the PlayStation 3 Complete Collection, I think. The Mass Effect 3 trilogy, I believe. Council. These are pretty basic. So a whole bunch of assignments. Firewalker and Crash Site. Okay. Base stuff. We cannot go to the research lab yet because we do not have people, but we have 2 people to talk to. So, Anderson, on the off chance that the rumors are true and you are actually alive, I need you to come talk to me at the Citadel. Well, it's changed the last 2 years. Put me on the council, and it's only fair. Thank you. Speak for yourself. What we've been hearing. Deal struck with Zaid. Lost contact with survey ship. The MSV Rosalie. Yeah. The prototype, the Hammerhead. Normandy Crash Site, which is basically a nice little nod, and we'll do Cerberus Assault Armor, the basic armor. And these are all the armors. Overlord, which is one of the projects, has been basically put off the grid. We're doing it way later. Arc projector. We're going to do Matic assault rifle, Geth plasma rifle, Phalanx heavy pistol, arc and visor. Okay. This. I have no idea what the hell this is. I downloaded all my DLC and stuff like that, and I've never used this before. I've had the arc projector. I've had most of the other DLC before. But this thing, I have no idea what it is, and I really want it. Also, I'm using the Phalanx heavy pistol because it is better than the Predator one. A product of Alliance Offensive Handgun Project, developed close-in weapon to be used in armored and shielded targets, with no loss of stopping power in comparison to the soldier assault rifle. The Phalanx enjoys ballistic and advantage even over most hand cannons, and features integral laser sight, which is easily highly visible even in bright lighting conditions. Civilian variants are often purchased by colonists on planets that have particularly dangerous big game animals. Jacob actually has options to 3 different shotguns. The Geth Plasma Shotgun and the Eviscerator Shotgun. The Geth Plasma Shotgun is silly as all hell, but it's basically the same thing as the Eviscerator. There's no incredible difference. Miranda, once again, is already using the Phalanx. No, I'm probably never going to talk to Jacob. I have no reason to. Same thing with Miranda. I'm not going to really talk to them. You don't get nearly enough conversation out of them, similar to how I felt about a few of the other ones. We should go to the captain's cabin, actually, first. Few details. This has some very nice stuff going. First, you have a lovely, lovely background right here, and it can have basically a whole bunch of different models. In Mass Effect 3, they put another one right there. Fish. I will not be getting any fish in this game because they die and I have to come up here every single time. I'm not going to do that. We have an armor locker up here just as well as you do in the bottom. You could actually select this music on the sound system, but it really doesn't matter too much. Also, the bathroom. It's an actual bathroom. It's actually kind of impressive, and it took me forever to even realize it's there. Crew quarters. This is the crew deck. You're going to be coming here a lot. There's women restroom and a men's restroom. Doesn't really matter. Crew quarters. There's currently no one in here.
She's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Wow. Okay. Miranda's quarters is over there. And
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients...
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye.
Much appreciate. Anything else you'd like to talk?
I won't take any more.
Back to work.
yep. The main battery.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome
Do you have
back.
everything you need?
I believe so. Only thing missed... I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for
I'll keep an eye out for a
Oh, you
replacement.
needn't.
I'll see you later,
Commander.
Doctor.
Actually, no, we're totally going to do it because it's rather amusing in 3. Let's go down to engineering. UT-47 Kodiak drop shuttle.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Yes, and he has a very thick Scottish accent, and yes, they play it up to all heavens.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field lead.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Back up we go. And this is Yeoman
Welcome aboard.
Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else? I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your
I'll keep
responsibilities?
you if any of the crew has important business to discuss.
Isn't that the type of
Yes,
task?
but being your yeoman is just my official role. Everyone, I have a degree in psychology. Yes, I look for warning.
We're lucky to have
Thank
someone with
What
you.
else would you?
I better go.
Okay, maybe we'll talk later.
Yep, you can actually romance Kelly. I usually don't, but you can. Let's see here. The way flying works in this game is a little different. You actually have to pilot the Normandy yourself. As you can see, there's several missions for Omega. Mass relays work the same way as before. We have a lot of stuff to do. What we're going to do is actually...
You're too low on fuel to leave the system under thruster power.
Oh. I hear people playing basketball. Well, or at least bouncing a basketball around, anyway. All of these systems could potentially have something. What do? I explore them all. They're not important. I ditch them. They are important.
Anomaly detected.
ED will pop up.
Processing interrupted at parse point east.
Launching the probe. Research project.
And I'll more or less try and go to every single planet I can, because it means that I get assignments out of the way early, we get experience, I can get Paragon or Renegade points. It's great. Top tier stuff. We have a lot of dossiers. This is the game that has the most squad mates out of everyone. Amusingly enough. Also, I'm going to swap onto their appearances, except for Jacob, because Jacob doesn't get one. Incendiary ammo. Warp. As long as I don't have shields, I will actually attempt to use this thing. It actually has a laser. That is really cool. We'll see how good this thing actually is.
We've been spotted.
I'm on it.
On target.
Oh my lord. That is useful as all hell.
Sure thing.
Understood. Deploying warfield. Enemy down.
Got a line. Got him.
Okay. This thing is fucking cool. The other one I want to do, I do want to mess with this thing. Why? Because I've never used this thing, and I would like to know what it does before I just fire it willy-nilly. Ooh. I hear police or no, fire. Fire. Oh my lord, that is cool! That was amazing. Okay. So we're going to have a laser-guided pistol that I will use whenever I need to. Let's grab some refined palladium rolling here. Platinum, excuse me. Because there's palladium and platinum as elements you can have. Okay, let's open this door. Door open. By the way, they do reuse some of the armor from Mass Effect 1. That's the Mantis armor. You can even tell it's actually the real Mantis armor.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly. Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
Encrypted data transmitted to Alliance for decryption. Why? In this case, it's simply because it gives me Paragon, but it also gives me some extra stuff in Mass Effect 3. So, should I survive anyway? Ha! I'll be spending so much time doing preparation. It's not going to be funny. Alliance Command. Commander. Data you sent, if this went public, serious damage to Cerberus' image. This intel will take years to decode, but just having a huge win for the Alliance. Well done. Good luck on your mission. Anderson. You don't burn fuel incredibly quickly, so don't worry about your fuel too much. Though once you get way less than half, worry, because it'll use your elements to get back. And if it doesn't use your elements, if you're out of elements to get back, you will literally be stranded, and it will be game over. I am not kidding.
Anomaly detected. Probe launched. I have research projects.
Iridium, by the way, is used for submachine guns and heavy weapons. Two of those things don't mix. There is one SMG that I really want to get, which I might try and go straight for, simply because it's so good. The Normandy Crest. I believe this one's also another free DLC you can get. Still love how it's laser pointer. It's amazing. The way this works is you collect dog tags. There are 21 dog tags, and I always forget where at least one of them is. The other way, no, 20 dog tags. It also is a great way of you reminisce over different still images of an HD version of the original Mass Effect. And then you find a place to put the monument. It really doesn't matter where you put it. I will likely put it in a place that I think... Some of this area does not like you vaulting over it. I'm going to grab that dog tag now because I'm going to forget about it later. I will usually put the monument... refined element 0. Right next to a few other places. Usually be a place that I care about the most, which is usually the CIC. Bye, Caden. You're dead. We also get to see how big the Normandy actually was. Which, it wasn't huge, it was still decently sized, and it does take some time to get through everything. Do like how the laser pointer actually does jiggle a little bit, because obviously you can't hold it completely stable. Mako, aka the drunk fucking rhino, as referred to by me in my streams. The CIC. And this is the Journal of Navigator Presley. Spoke to Commander about this. I corrupt all these damned aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them. Especially that damn Asari. And a Quarian? What Shepard thinks this is? A zoo? Blank with the Quarian. Seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage, trying to improve a lot of her home ship. I can understand I would blank babysit my children or anything. But if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. For a while now, I'm taking back a look at the entry journal, how blind I was at the time. I came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens aboard. There was no way we could have accomplished this, what we did without them. I am proud to say, blank, die for any member of this crew, regardless what world they were born on. Navigator Presley. I don't remember why Presley... I believe it was... They intended to have Presley in this game, but I don't remember why. It was either because his voice actor died in the... died before the game actually managed to get out, or he was really busy. I don't remember. It wasn't something not incredible... Like, it was either something really negative, or it's just simply he couldn't do it for whatever reason. I may actually get them all. Oh, I might be missing one. Pens. Nope, we're actually going to get all 20. Lovely. But there's one right up there. By the way, these is just simply some members of the actual, I believe it's actually members of the original team that didn't come into Mass Effect 2. So they wanted to at least give them credit in like some design work and stuff like that they just didn't carry over into the second game. Though I can actually say this, I have a fucking black hole gun. And to everyone who has an issue with that, deal. Black hole gun away. Mission summary: shippers lost trauma through experience. We actually get Alliance funding rather than Cerberus funding. Okay. No, even though I could, I'm going to not risk it.
50%.
Vatar, and whatever planet this is. No anomalies. You will usually get one. You might get an anomaly. Usually there is, but there's no guarantee. By the way, when it says 100, it means 100. Don't expect to find anything hidden if it says 100. If it doesn't say 100, then we should have enough. Just barely enough. I hear geese. Geese. Okay. You can always investigate Project Overlord, but you actually need Firewalker to do most of it. I think Firewalker's also free. So we are going to head to the Citadel because there's a whole bunch of stuff we can do there. So we're going to do it. Actually, there's not that much we can do, but there's a decent amount we can do, and I want to go deal with it. It does not play the Citadel theme. The Citadel theme is reserved to being a part of a radio, the sound system, which is very sad since they actually use it in 3, which is like, why wouldn't you? It's a really good theme, and it fits the Citadel so well because it's majestic, it's grand.
Commander Shepard. Enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Koto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble
I'm
or
the
something?
best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things, even without knowing what you look like. I knew it was you. I travel light. I've already slipped my things aboard your ship. I'm really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how
I
you
have
look.
a feeling you know something I don't.
They didn't tell you? And they call me secretive. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it. And I'm planning to get it back.
What's this heist you're
Not
planning?
here, Shepard. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun.
Hi, Hannah.
We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Yeah, you rarely talk to Hannah. You actually don't talk to Hannah really at all in Mass Effect 2. But they're around.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why?
Unfortunately.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to Customs and Immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
That'd be great.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost Spectres is still kicking.
I will.
Yeah. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work? You need anything else, let me know.
Hi, Avina. We'll still not be talking to you. Okay. I'm sorry for being a little bit quiet. Let us talk and barter.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the
Since
Citadel.
these stores are owned by the Council...
Yes, in fact. What's your position?
I'm a former Spectre.
My goodness. I didn't know Spectres quit.
How about if I throw in an endorsement from the man who defeated Sarah?
You are Shepard? My goodness.
What do you need me to do?
Just voice
I'm
your
Commander
endorsement.
Shepard.
Excellent. I will get my...
That was actually a meme for a while. Also, Space Hamster. It was a meme for a while, and I'm pretty sure it actually still is. Basically, that Shepard saying this is his favorite store. So I can make almost every store say it's the favorite store on the Citadel.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best
Best
place for
food on the whole damn Citadel.
Welcome to Saranus
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the
Yeah,
cat.
I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, I can actually do the Renegade.
You know, I use quite a bit of software.
It's
in
a
my-
shame so few understand their own equipment. Besides the most obvious point-and-go nav interface.
You wouldn't believe how often I hear, "Why is the ship turning around? We're only halfway there."
Oh, I would.
You know, I like your products.
I'd be thrilled.
Don't worry about
Absolutely.
it. I'm Commander Shepard.
That will be splendid.
Tech damage. By the way, if
Now,
you
what's
buy
this?
your upgrades, they will immediately apply rather than kind of being halfway. Also, advertisements.
We know times are tough. Station records show that you made only 0 credits last year. If you need something to
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Certa Foundation.
I couldn't help but notice your prices.
With respect, the
You
foundation.
know what would make your services more popular? An endorsement from the man
Oh
who
my!
defeated. It's a deal.
Just speaking to my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I'll work it into our advertising.
No, I'll wait to get the metagel capacity. We don't really need it, but hey, it's now cheaper.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a statement.
I did not.
I need you to stop.
You're mocking me.
It was a poor choice of words, sir. I apologize.
I was walking to the. A minute later, he runs up with C-Sec and accuses me of stealing.
You must have. When I left the Certa
Be
Foundation.
careful out there.
Find the credit shit. It's over at Saronis Applications right here.
I'm Commander Shepard.
Ah, my favorite customer. Oh, yes. He bought some environmental system drivers, then left without his chit. I didn't notice. If you see him, tell him I'll be here if you need anything.
Yep. Whole bunch of Elcor. Really, Elcor are also kind of... Elcor and Hanar kind of get like the sub treatment. Volus don't really get the sub treatment. They're actually like they're fairly common. Even in 3, they're very common. You talk to them a lot. Hell, you can play as them. But Hanar and Elcor kind of just get shoved to the side. Hanar makes some sense why they're shoved to the side because they're xenophobes. But Elcor's like they're really cool.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
We're hopping up here to 28.
What can I do for you?
Your expeditions might be a little
Tame. A human can hardly take down a Thero Varen, let alone a Shatha. Who do you think you are?
Well, my name's Shepard, and...
The Shepard? The
Oh,
one that put down...
You do know me.
By the spirits. Shepard, in my store. I don't suppose I could convince
Sure
you
you
to-
could. Can we work out a discount?
A discount? I'd name
I'm
my...
Commander Shepard.
No...
Sniper rifle damage, submachine gun damage, offhand ammo pack. That is what I wanted. That's actually the only reason why I'm here. Why? Because you run out of ammo a little bit too much for my liking in this game. Also, look who it is!
The people want to hear your... Khaleesa been seen in Al Jelani, Westerland News.
No.
I interviewed... You presented your case. Do you have a minute?
You spent the whole time trying to make me look like I was selling out Earth to the Council.
You proved me wrong in the end. Now... I just want to give your story its
Oh, that was
you were
silly.
at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives, and securing the continued dominance of the Citadel Council.
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cost.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid. And yes, I remembered them all. Everyone in the Fifth Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
Commander Shepard, check vid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
Yep. Okay, go to the Presidium. Oh, I actually need to go back there.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the
Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Council.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
I guess I'm on my own. Again.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
Sure. We'll take it.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stopped by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular.
Do the word
Does
political shitstorm
shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Counselor.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got... Plus, He's always happy to attend all those formal...
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here.
Yeah, 28. And then we'll go to 26 from 28. By the way, that's all of the Presidium you can do, as you saw. Just the human counselor office.
Looking for a little R&R, Shepard? It's a nice little place. A lot nicer than Cora's Den, anyway. I wasn't sorry to hear they never reopened after the Geth attack.
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where those are reservoirs. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is the Leia Sonosee's gift shop.
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff.
No, they purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA.
But no.
The universe loves diversity.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the Demaio flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
Please move along.
You forgot your credit chit at Saronis Applications. The clerk is holding it for you.
Oh. Well, the Quarian could have stolen it.
I'll close this event report, but I'll be watching you. Get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for me.
Are you two serious?
What?
You falsely accused this girl of stealing from you. All you have to say now is that she could have stolen it?
Now, just a minute.
And you? She gets harassed and insulted by this guy, and you throw in a threat to arrest her for vagrancy?
How about if I run you in for obstruction of justice?
You think you're gonna run in a Spectre? I think both of you should get out of here.
Son of a...
Thank you. I wish I could give you something more than words.
What the hell was that CSEC guy's problem? He had no evidence that you did anything wrong.
I don't know. Everyone's been like that since I got here.
Okay. And that's it. Say, we still got a private dock, though. Well, to be fair, like, the Presidium gets shoved in this game, but then the wards get shoved in Mass Effect 3, so...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Samesh Bhatia. You'll get messages from people you helped in Mass Effect 1. Memory serves. The gauntlets give me health, but this gives me extra mana capacity, which I will always love. It's not too necessary as a adept, but it's still lovely. I'm gonna go head to Omega. Why? Because I can. No, the actual reason is because of we're gonna go pick up both Zaid and Archangel. Why? Because we'll be coming back here for Mordin last. I'll be getting everyone else first. And once I get everyone else, then I will do Kasumi's loyalty mission. I'm actually going to bring Kasumi with me. Bring these two for now anyway. Shadow Strike is really cool. Overload is really useful.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Afterlife.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
My contacts told me we're
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates, even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega. That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on...
Bing. And... shoot from the hip.
I better turn this thing in before it starts this... I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
He's a pretty standard soldier archetype, so if you need someone to do some pretty rockin' damage with a gun, he's a pretty good option.
Shepard Memorial Plaza on TV was voted this year's hottest wedding location.
She's hottest wedding location.
Money raised from wedding fees goes to...
End it now.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human.
What kinds of things do you sell?
Friendly, with pride,
I have things
courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Hack module.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
I can't compete with the black. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone.
Hello there. Might interest you. Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment.
Well,
of course.
Then we have a deal.
What brought a nice kid like you?
Pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
How much do you need to
Still,
get off?
this is my mistake on my pilgrimage.
Here you go. 1,000 credits.
I'm going to buy my ticket right now.
Heavy weapon
I'll
ammo?
take it.
Check. TA couplings? Check. WAP. Twap. I have literally 4 experience to next level, which is actually rather amusing.
Come on, let me in.
Go on in. I'm expecting you.
Ah, yes.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun.
Fine. See you around.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no title. Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone...
Then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are
Your
usually
death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
I'm trying to track
You
down
and
Arya.
half of Omega. You want
Why
him
is
dead.
everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching
Just the
up.
kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in
What
a
kind
bit-
of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them. That could be our way in. They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you
I
up.
appreciate
See
the
if you
help.
still feel that way when the... You've got all the time in the world.
Merc recruiter.
Here you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
You could say that.
Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know
I just
how to
always
use a
like
gun.
a guy.
You'll need to know more than that if you want to survive.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you?
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Look, the guy in pretty bloody heavy armor with a bloody black hole gun is telling you to get your money back. Get your money back. Not to mention, we're rich as shit.
Come on, let me in.
Okay, we're gonna start this mission, but we're not gonna finish it on purpose.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilated.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
We're going to bring actually Zaid and Kasumi. Actually, no. No, actually Miranda and Kasumi will be a better option. Even though we're going to be a little bit underpowered in the firing department, it's the powers that I want. Because no one else actually has stuff to deal with armor.
Tell you what we're up against.
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed... But he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him...
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw...
And that's where we come in?
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction.
Sounds a bit like a suicide mission.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Katka. He'll tell you when to go in.
Where's the infiltration team
On the
now?
far side of the bridge near his hideout, but they can't get any closer without being seen.
How'd they get that close without being
More distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel busy. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge, so he doesn't find them and wipe them out. Good. Watch yourself on the boulevard.
Getting in will be easy. Getting out should be fun.
Let's find him first. Then we'll...
And that's it for the day. For, well, Mass Effect 2 anyway. We haven't really started any serious missions, but we got everyone recruited. Most of the codex has been filled out. I'd say that's a win. Win for the first bit of the day. We'll start working on towards doing more things later on. Though hopefully we'll go through pretty quickly. Anything else? No, I don't think there's really anything else to really just seriously say. Other than it'll hopefully be a fun time doing Mass Effect 2. Usually Mass Effect 2 takes me the most amount of time to complete because I actually try to get as close to 100% as I can. Not to mention there is the DLC that we're going to be doing, such as Overlord, and what was one of them called? Arrival, which are fairly difficult. So it'll be entertaining, I'm sure of that much. So I'll see you a little bit later. Bye-bye.